You know, Buffalo prides itself on being the city of good neighbors. Even Western New York as a whole seems to be known for friendliness, but that is not what is happening on one street in the town of Tonawanda.
No, two neighbors there have been going at it for years. Their dispute downright nasty, and it's affecting the whole neighborhood. With more now on what's driving it and how involved the police have been, here's 7 Eyewitness News reporter Hannah Bueller.
Drive down this quiet street in the town of Tonawanda, you see kept-up homes, tidy lawns, and a lot of fences separating yards. But you don't expect to stop and see this. Signs reading Butch, Linebacker, and even worse, all targeted at one woman who is 70 years old.
My husband passed away in February, and I'm still having a hard time dealing, and now I have to deal with still this crap.
This is Marion Goelz. For the past 10 years, she's been in a heated dispute with her neighbor, who she says has been constantly harassing her verbally. Goelz says it all started with a fence. Her neighbor Carl Gibbous wanted to put one up and wanted her to go in on it financially. She says when she said no, he started to retaliate with signs and vulgarities.
I got out of the car, he was telling me my were bigger than my stomach, and my stomach was bigger than my fat, and calling me a linebacker. I should go work for the bills.
The neighbors have called the cops on each other multiple times. Coincidentally, Gibbous is a retired Buffalo police officer. In this stack of police reports obtained by 7 Eyewitness News, every time police tell both neighbors to mind their own business, but nothing has stopped.
The best solution is to be able to work it out, and one would think that adults can just speak to each other and work out their differences. Unfortunately, not all matters of a difference of opinion or disliking your neighbor rise to the level of a criminal activity that's punishable with an arrest.
Since there is nothing in the law to stop this kind of behavior, both houses now have surveillance cameras looking onto each other.
Is your husband home? Do you know when he'll be home? Have you guys been doing this to your neighbor? He didn't do that? What about the linebacker and Butch signs on the side of her? Have you seen those? What do you think of that?
Gibbous and his wife brushed us off not once.
Carl here? Oh, would you mind if he...
I don't know for what.
You want to just say anything? We went over to Mr. Gibbous' house to see if he wanted to speak about this conflict with his neighbor. He spoke through his wife, saying he does not want to talk about it, but as you can see here, even weeks after we first came, the signs facing her home are still up.
Gibbous' wife did send me an email justifying her husband's actions. She says Goelz rakes leaves, so they intentionally blow on their yard and pile snow on their side of the lawn. She has a shovel mounted high to block surveillance. And in a war of words, Goelz put up a sign too.
I want him to leave me alone. I want him just to take the crap down. I had told the police that shovel I will take down as soon as that camera is out of my kitchen window.
This whole dispute is affecting the quality of this entire neighborhood.
And I know he probably is pulling, though. You can do whatever you want. It's my property. I'm sure he's pulling that. You know, he's a cop. He knows the rules and stuff like that. But it's just out of, common courtesy and etiquette of being a kind person. I'm all about being kind to one another, and I think that's terrible.
I have spoken with Town of Tonawanda police, who say they are aware of this dispute and say they will always respond when called and do their best to resolve the issue each time. Our legal analyst says police cannot make the neighbors take down the signs because you can display whatever you want as long as it's on your property. Police cannot limit free speech. Hannah Bueller, 7 Eyewitness News.